the president in 1981. Which Star Wars episode was the destruction about to run? Grab the smartest friends, you know it's time to start the game. R-rated trivia, we're here to train your brain.
Cole might be here a little later. He's still working, got a gig. So you're dealing with me tonight, and it's not my game, it's Stikman's game, who put this game together. Because it is our Tuesday tradition to have a viewer submission Tuesday. And you can thank Stikman for participating, and thank you very much for making the game. And it's ought to be pretty fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Well, let's get some business out the way. First of all, thank you guys for coming out. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you're hitting that like button so we can get some more viewers on here. What else am I going to tell you? We got some more games coming up this week. Tomorrow is our Wednesday game, our Cerebral Sports game with Brett Berry. And I'll probably be here, and Cole will probably be here. I'm not sure yet. Let's play by ear because tomorrow's my big trivia day when I have to go out to my venues and perform and do some trivias. Let me just put that up right now. 2 locations, and a third one will be announced shortly. Trivia night from the comfort of your own phone. You can play some Brains and Brews trivia with me, Paris, down at Marlboro Tavern, 5:30 on Wednesdays, or City Steam, downtown Hartford, at 7:30. The game, that's when the sign-up starts, and the game starts half an hour after. Also, I got this going on next Tuesday. They'll have the Marvel trivia, MCU, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and WandaVision. That's going to be at the new Worst House Restaurant in West Hartford Center on LaSalle Road, where the old McLaddens used to be, right next to Union Kitchen in Alvere. Game starts at 7 o'clock. Sign-up start at 6:30, so try to get there early. The place is going to be packed, and it's hosted by me into the Brains and Brews game. And some cool prizes that we're going to give away, too. And hopefully we got a couple people playing. We'll wait for some more to come in. I got some new beats here. Well, my buddy sends me an email. He's like, yeah, some beats from you, DJ104. Thank you, Roger, for that. A lot of beats. You're going to hear a lot of music coming from my end. All original and really uplifting, and I like them all. Crowd.live/Stikman, because that's who wrote the game. So we want to make sure we pay homage to him, and thank you, Stikman, for writing this game again. If you're playing or you're not playing, well, if you're playing, it wouldn't really be fair now, would it? But maybe you're watching along. Maybe you have some friends watching along that want to try to guess and do their best. This game runs all over the place. It's I think he was going to his wheelhouse with a lot of this. Some music questions. There he is right there. You're gonna bring him in. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
The game runs all over the place. It's fantastic.
I got
There he is right there. You're gonna bring him in. Oh, it's so weird. How are you?
Hey, doing all right.
It's a lot of delay and lag. Yeah, so tell us about your game that you put together.
So I put together a bunch of things that sort of came into my head through just thinking through stuff. I've been thinking about it for a bit, so I hope folks like it. We'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I was reading through some questions, like I definitely don't know this one, but I know this one. I was like, I don't know this.
Okay,
a couple of them I wasn't sure about. I'm like, I was trying not to look at the answers. I look at the question, but then like I accidentally scroll down. I'm like, oh, now I know the answer. I can't play anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 13 teams here. We're going to get started in just a little bit, probably about 2 more minutes. We'll give a little time for some other people to come in. Maybe Colt will be here, maybe he won't. I know he's leaving the venue right now and heading home, so it might take him a while. Now that everything's opening back up in the state, there's trivia everywhere. And this Thursday, I'll actually be down at Urban Lodge again for my second week hosting trivia there for bar rated trivia. Really good time. I had 35 teams show out last time, which is incredible. And it's also outdoors and it's so nice out. So I'm hoping this Thursday it's really nice too. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll be very excited by that. What else? We talked about my games. We talked about these games. Talked about tomorrow's game. Theme game Thursday's around the corner, which I'm not sure if it's going to be me or Colt. Actually, it won't be me because it might be me. I got home in time last time for it. I don't have a game yet together, so I have one. Actually, I do have one. I could probably use. It's actually gonna be pretty fun, that one. All right. What else is going on? I think I talked about my games. I'm gonna plug it again just in case no one was paying attention. Yes, Marvel Cinematic Universe, the game. Here it is. The one that I did do online, but I'm going to change some of the questions. So if you played that one online, this one might be a little different. It will still run the same format. The format is different than what we run on here. This format is going to be really different. Go easy on it, Stikman, says Todd Markham. Markham X saying go easy on him. I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to let up. It's going to be an interesting game, though. My Marvel game is going to run different. It's going to be like every 10 questions around, but half the questions are multiple choice and half of them are write-in for my game. That's going to be pretty fun. I'm very curious to see how people react to that. But I think the time has come. It's 8 after. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'll explain the rules for you guys. If you've never played before, if you played a billion times, there are 10 questions for the round. Your first 8 questions are all multiple choice. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. So you have a timer that runs down. You only have 20 seconds to answer each question. Your 9th question is your annoying 9th. You have to write in the answer and type it in, and spelling does count. And then your last question is double the points in half the time, and it's multiple choice. And we're ready to get started? I think so. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. First question. Which of the following is not a Richard Wagner's 4-opera cycle, Der Ring des Nibelungen? Is it Siegfried, Guten Dämmerung, Die Welker, or Tannhäuser? Tannhäuser.
Tannhäuser and Guten Dämmerung.
Guten Dämmerung. My German accent's terrible. Oh, here it is. I was looking for the screen. Time's up. 7 say Siegfried. 3 say Die Welker. And your answer is Tannhäuser. 3 teams getting that one. Patty's on top. Jana's in second. Eileen PD is in third. We have Jabronis. This is the way. Brian. Peter Parker's playing. Shoot me out like web slinging. Andrew, Carly, Gene, Regan, Bazinga, Markham X, Yup, Miriam, and Bubba Louie. Where did the pig war between the U.S. and the U.K. almost occur? San Juan Hill, Santiago, Cuba. San Juan Islands in Washington, San Juan Capistrano in California, San Juan, Puerto Rico. I know this one because I saw the answer. But I would have been wrong. The one I had guessed originally. 8C in San Juan Hill, Santiago, Cuba. Probably because they're thinking of the Bay and Pigs invasion when you hear pigs. 2 saying Washington. 3 saying at Capistrano, California. And 3 saying Puerto Rico. And your answer was Washington. Press the wrong
It was
button.
on this day in 1859 that pig was killed. It was a British pig killed by an American soldier. But in the end, it was the only person or animal killed in that war. It was a war over who the San Juan Islands belonged to.
Who the San Juan Islands belonged to? Yeah, okay, That makes sense. Only one casualty and probably some bacon. Patty's in front, Bazinga in second, Jenna in third. What's the difference between an Anglo and an English concertina? I put this one in 25 seconds. Buttons on the Anglo play different notes when squeezing or pulling. In the English, they make the same note. An Anglo has 30 buttons for making notes, and the English has 48. Anglo concertinas originate in England. English concertinas originate in Ireland. Anglo concertinas play major keys. English play minor. Gave you a little more time so you guys could read all of that.
I tried to keep them short, but I couldn't help it.
Yeah, you still have to kind of put it in there because,
Yeah.
Time's up. 4 say different notes played when I'm pulled. 5 say the difference is the buttons. 3 say is where they originate. And 5 more say the major and minor keys. And your answer is, it's number 1. The buttons on them are different. And the notes are pulled and played. Bazinga still on top. Patty's in second. Jana's in third. You got Andrew's on there in fourth. Eileen and Carly.
Andrew's moving up.
Karen C is joining us. Yeah. Hold on one sec. All right, let's go to the next one. Where does the word vaccination come from? After Andrew's vaccine, early developer of the process, from vaccinus, Latin about a cow, from vectorstrotspot, Russian for permanent protection, or vacation or vacate, meaning to remove the virus from the planet, from the patient. Yeah.
It's great.
Vaxxed, waxed. The majority is saying it is from a Latin root about a cow, and they are correct. Most of our words come from Latin. Bazinga still on top. Jenna in second. Eileen PD in third. Miriam's in eighth down there. Which of the following was the last to become a U.S. state? And this is out of these options. Which is the last to become a U.S. state? Oklahoma, Colorado, Washington, or South Dakota? If anybody wants a terrible hint, I've never been to this state. I have been to one of these states. Actually, I've been to 2 of these states now. I'm thinking about it. Time's up. 3 say Oklahoma. 2 say Colorado. 7 say Washington. 5 say South Dakota. So I have been to Colorado. I've also been to Seattle. But your answer is where my brother was in the Army at. In Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Lawson. Bazinga on top. Still not getting that one correct. Jana in second. Eileen PD in third. Question 6. The Mendoza line is set at 200. But what was Mario Mendoza's actual Major League batting average? I actually saw this on a Trivial Pursuit card. Sort of like that. 250, 180, 215, or 198. I think the answer was the Mendoza line that I saw on the Trivial Pursuit card. That's terrible. I'd probably be worse than that, though. I'd be under the Mendoza line. Way under the Mendoza line. 3 saying 250, 1 saying 180. 5 saying 215, and your majority saying 198. And your majority does not rule. It's 215.
He went on to join when he went back to Mexico, he was inducted to the Mexican Baseball Hall of Fame, I learned. So he may not have done well here, but he did great as a coach when he got back home to Mexico.
And Jana's taking the lead right now. Bazinga's knocked down to 5th place after that question. Not getting it correct. Carly's up there. Andrew's up there. Question number 7. What was the last square-rigged American whaling ship to go on a hunt for whale oil? John Armanta, The Wanderer, Charles W. Morgan, or Two Brothers? These all sound like companies that make suits. Charles W. Morgan.
Now, you know that one's not too far from you. The Charles W. Morgan still afloat at Mystic Seaport.
Mystic, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Your time is up. Your majority is saying the Charles W. Morgan because they probably have been down to Mystic.
Right.
But your answer is the Wanderer.
The Wanderer sailed in 1924, and the Morgan last sailed in 1906. Until, actually, on this day, 5 or 7 years ago today, I got to sail on board the Morgan when it was that's the first time it sailed from one port to another, from New London to Newport.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was quite something.
Gina taking the lead still. Carly's up there. Andrew's in third. Yup. Jabroni's Petty's. Bazinga down in seventh. And your last question of the regular round. In what year was Starbucks, the coffee chain, founded? 1990, 1997, 1971, 1983. Speaking of Seattle. So I looked at, when I saw this answer, I definitely got this one wrong. I was actually a little surprised. But maybe it's, because of where we live, or maybe just because I don't drink that much coffee. 3 is saying 1990. Nobody says 97. But 6 are tied with 71, and 6 are saying 83. There are 6 teams that are correct. And this is 6 teams that put 1971.
I went there when it was about a week old. My younger brother, was also about a week old. Yeah. My mom had a friend whose son was one of the founders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It sold, in the 80s or 90s to...
I think in the 90s.
What's his name? Yeah, so they changed it a lot.
Andrew's on top after that question, knowing his coffee. Jabroni's in second. Bazinga has moved back up into third, claiming their place where the throne is, trying to get back to the top. Your next question is your annoying 9th question. I believe it is. Yeah, that was number 8. So you'll have to type in your answer. What's the name for sea shanties sung to pass the time and to entertain, rather than sung to coordinate work? Type your answer now. I definitely would not have gotten this one.
I figure you're all so close to Mystic Seaport. You should know this. But I get that not everybody might.
I don't exactly have my sea legs.
All right, so I missed most of the game, but I made it for the final 2 questions, I guess.
I didn't even see you. I can hear you.
All right. What was response?
Time's up. We got siren songs. Off to work we go. Shanty, ditty, drunken sailor, which is my favorite sea shanty. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Dinghies, over my budget. It is 4 ball. No points awarded on that one.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's why it's trivia, and that's stuff you know. Our scores remain the same. Your final question is double the points in half the time. And Colt is right on time for a Star Wars question. In the Star Wars universe, who memorably said, "Look at the size of that thing," when they first saw the Death Star? I would have gotten this one wrong too, buddy. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Wedge Antilles, or Jan Dodonna? Admirable Jan Dodonna? Time is up. 7 saying Han Solo, 3 saying Luke Skywalker, 1 saying Wedge Antilles, 2 saying Jan Dodonna. Your answer is Wedge Antilles.
As my son said, Han Solo didn't even participate in the attack on the Death
I know.
Star.
I changed the name and I put his name instead. I was like, because I know
Most people voted for that.
I know. I did that purposely. Andrew takes the game. 307. Not even getting the last one right. Real tough game for most people. Andrew with 6 correct, but the majority only getting 3 correct. Nonetheless, still a battle to the top. Bazinga almost made a comeback, just missing just one more question. Probably would have brought them up there. But good game. Great, very challenging questions. Great quiz. Thanks, Stikman. And especially like the Star Wars question, knew I got it wrong when I rushed. Yeah, that's what we do. We rush. And a lot of people telling me that's the reason why they get like, you should put the submit button back in. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
That's why they say choose wisely.
Yeah, I'm not doing those. It just takes much more time. I don't like the submit button. I like people to like gung ho and go for it and full send and then mess up and then be upset about it. Seen the movie at least 50 times. Used to listen to the bootleg tapes when recorded the movie. And Todd, Marker Max going 1 for 10.
Marker Max.
Great question on wedge. That's supposed to say. No internet back then. That's funny.
Markham did last week's game, so any of you guys want to try your hand at this?
Yeah, everyone should try it. Everyone should always try it at least once just to see what you got. You never know. Viewer submission Tuesdays. If you got an idea for a game, email Colt at barratedtrivia.com. That way,
I think we got an Andrew game still in the tag. So if no one else wants to take that spot, you guys have to do an Andrew game.
All right, guys. So it'll probably be an Andrew game next week unless anyone gets something. Listen to LPs and bootleg tapes and use my imagination. Now everything is streamable. I know that's true. It's funny because I have a collection of DVDs, but I have not opened them since probably at least 10 years. Just because like I can stream everything, like everything I can easily accessibly find. And so I have all these DVDs for no reason now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Can't really sell them. I'm not gonna get any money for them. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not really worth it. If I got $1 a piece, it'd be like $200. And I'd be like, oh, whoa, save me some room.
Yeah, I mean it's not nothing. It's a lot of work there.
Yeah, I know. That's the main thing. It's just a lot of work. Getting rid of hawking off my CDs. And congratulations, Andrew Merriam says. That's our game, and thank you again, Stikman.
Thanks so much for letting me join.
What a great game! Great. I bit my tongue twice today. Ugh, it hurts bad. So if you guys are, like I said, viewer submission Tuesdays. If you guys have an idea for a game, check us out tomorrow. Will be a sports game with yours truly, Brett Barry, on our Cerebral Sports. Oh wait, no, that's the background. I was supposed to change that one. I don't know where it is. Somewhere. There it is. Cerebral Sports with Brett Barry. And then after that, we'll have viewer submission Thursday. Then after that, I don't know what we'll have. It'll be Friday. We don't have a name for that one.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
All right, but for the Bar Rated Entertainment, for Brains and Brews, and for Colt and Stikman, my name is Barris. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good evening.
We're going to have some fun. We're calling it Hot Fingers Trivia now. Because you got to answer quickly for more points.
If you played the game here before, which it's nice to see a lot of familiar faces, welcome back. No sheets, no pens for tonight. We are playing a game on our phone. Hot Fingers!
Question number 24, this is the final question in this round. Give yourself a few minutes to go grab